Hello once again, my name is Matt here with another trailer breakdown in which I have a breakdown covering trailers. In the hot seat today will be Sony Picture Animation's upcoming film, The Emoji Movie. Now before we get into this trailer, let's talk about 3 other movies that seem to be in this same category as The Emoji Movie. In Walt Disney Animation Studios' Wreck-It Ralph, we have a video game villain who strives to be a hero. In the end, he later becomes that hero. In Warner Bros. Animation's Lego Movie, we have a main character who feels like he is a nobody. In the end of that movie, he becomes a somebody. In Disney Pixar's Inside Out, we have 2 separate plots, one that's going on in the outside world and one that's going on in the inside world. Now what does this have to do with the Emoji Movie exactly? Well, let's turn to the trailer and give it a look. We begin the trailer learning that there are 2 realms, our world, and then their world, the phone. It's this phone world where we find our main protagonist, Meh. I'm not kidding, folks. It's Meh, the emoji, Meh. He is pressured by the Emoji Society, including his parents, that only one representation per emoji can be allowed, meaning that he can only be stuck doing one thing, Meh. Upon the big day where the phone's user decides to use the Meh emoji, Meh screws up, big time. Following his massive misfire, he is exiled to the Loser Lounge, in which all the emojis that are never used are outcasted to. Desperate to find his purpose, Matt joins up with 2 other emojis, High Five and Diet Wildstyle. The 3 misfit emojis must go through some tumultuous tasks like facing a firewall, some whimsy and wonder, and Candy Crush? And to top things off for a trailer for a movie of this caliber, we need to end it on a shit joke, because that was the first poster we got of the Emoji Movie, was a shit joke. Very great, guys, very great. And that's the trailer, everyone. Do I really need to go on? Do I really need to talk about this any further? Is there really anything in the trailer that I just provided, or the 3 movies that I accompanied before even going into the trailer synopsis, that we really need to discuss? I really have nothing here. I really have 0 to go on this, other than we're seeing the exact same movies over again. Sony didn't even try to do anything with this movie. What's the point of even doing a movie when you just have the mentality of, oh, we got stupid kids out in our audience, they'll go see it, they'll just see it. I mean, don't even try to be, creative, invigorative in any way whatsoever. Just do whatever you want. Copy 3 movies, put them in the same blender, and just shit it out and give it to these stupid kids. Why do we even try, doing anything that's even remotely creative in any way whatsoever? This is just a cop-out movie. This is nowhere near what it could have been. I mean, what are you even trying to do here? This is nothing more than a Lego Movie ripoff in itself, because, oh look, we don't have Legos, but we have these emojis, get it? You use emojis every day. There's no purpose in this whatsoever other than saying, hey, look, it's real world, this is what we're doing, do it! And this is a Sony cop-out, like right off the bat, because they didn't even try with this. I hate to reiterate that once again, but Sony didn't even try with this movie. And to look at the competitors with what Wreck-It Ralph and Lego Movie and Inside Out and other movies that I didn't list, like Herman's Head and Osmosis Jones, where they have those real life incidents where there's the inside world and the outside world, and those worlds collide based on the other's actions. There's relativity there, and we don't see it here because it's the same frickin' thing. There's nothing different about it. The character is the same thing. Meh is the same thing as Wreck-It Ralph and Emmett. There's nothing different there. Why are we seeing the same exact thing over and over again? There's no point to it. Sony, do something different. We want something different. For Christ's sakes, you had a phone at one point, didn't you? You should know that, phones are phones. There's nothing interesting about a goddamn phone. And there's a part where Meh is sent to the island of misfit emojis, like the Loser Lounge or something. Why does this exist? Like, what is the point of this existing on a cell phone? I'm like, I have yet to see a certain phone out there where you can just click and drag, these emojis, like, oh, I don't like this emoji, click, drag, boop, okay, that's it. That's not how it works, and especially for a Meh emoji, you're going to be using that a lot in life. Take it from me, where there's a lot of stuff on social media where you're just like, Okay. There's nothing, it makes no purpose other than to serve the plot. That's it. There's nothing else there other than, we gotta give him a reason to, to just, come up against it and judge his life whatsoever and just, go with that. I'm like, this is, again, perfect Sony writing, because why even try again? Like, I hate to reiterate that, but it needs to be said over and over again. Why even try if this is just a stupid kids movie? Why even try? We're already a film studio that's already racked up so much vile hatred towards it because they can't get anything right. I mean, this is another thing. I'm like, to go off topic a little bit, this is why they had to go to Marvel Studios to get Spider-Man right. I mean, that's a problem there, Sony. You guys have some serious issues that really need to be worked out. Like, there is nothing here that says, okay, we have a viable story here, and you're gonna rope in your capital interest groups into this with $40 million? They're not gonna go for this. No wonder why they're walking out of the door. You can't even keep your own capital interest groups in investments in your own umbrella because they see the lame duck that you are. And just like Ghostbusters Answer the Call, we have to have every 10 to 15 minutes, and I'm just guessing, people, I'm just guessing at this, because the trailer has the audacity of doing a Bye Felicia gag, and I'm just like, here we go. This is a pop culture thing. Like, in every kids movie, you'll see this nowadays, where there's, like, I will say, like, most films other than Disney and Disney Pixar, they kind of stay away from the pop culture references because they don't need to fall into it. But this one, you hear the Bye Felicia and you know what you're in for. You know you're gonna hear a lot of meme-based jokes that are just going to fall flat and just die after the first 1, 2, or 3. What is the point again? I'm like, if you're just going to do that, why not just release this on the internet, on YouTube or something, and just make the capital there? You got a better bet of doing it because at least your audience can click out instead of just sitting through what is going to be, I'm guessing, an hour and 45-minute movie at best, and just, you know what, you don't really need to go through it because this movie doesn't have much to offer. I mean, it's about emojis, for fuck's sake. There's not much here other than, a few, recognize this, recognize that, I've heard this, I've heard that. I've seen this on the internet, you've seen this on the internet too. There's nothing that holds to this film. There's nothing that holds water. There's nothing important to this movie, and it's not even trying to tell a story that you haven't heard about already. And then there's the blatant product placement, which Sony is so apt for doing, it's not even funny. They don't even try to, veil it in any way whatsoever. It's like, in this trailer, it's Candy Crush Saga. There you go. I mean, this is real life, people. Your kid's gonna recognize this and want to play this as soon as he gets out of the theater. And I'm like, oh, God. And at least in Wreck-It Ralph, you had the video game characters, yes, but there were some very, very distinct product placement images in the movie. I mean, there was Subway, and I think there was a Mentos, and I don't know if it was a cola of some sort, because there's a cola. Was it a Mentos mountain of cola every time the stalactite Mentos would drop? It would do, like, again, the whole Diet Coke and Mentos. It makes a little reaction to it. But even like the Subway thing in Wreck-It Ralph, it's like one of those catch your eye moments. Like, you really don't have to, it's not in your face. It's just, there's a Subway thing in here. Okay. And Lego Movie, I mean, you really don't have much in Lego Movie because it's a self-promoting movie. It's not like Emoji Movie where, I don't know who owns the rights exclusively to each of these emojis, and I really don't care because it's emojis. Why do I care? What's my vested interest in goddamn emojis? Me with Legos, you understand the creativity aspect of it. It's like, I could see a Lego set being in this. I could see them doing something with this. But in an Emoji Movie, what are you gonna do after the movie? Are you just literally gonna say, that movie was meh, and literally use a meh emoji? I mean, that's probably the biggest ironic incident that would happen at the end of this movie, is literally everybody just goes emoji crazy. And just, I mean, think about it. It's fucking emojis. The last thing I'll get on about this movie is two cameos in particular. One that has me going, why are you in this movie? And why are you in this movie? And the two let's start it off with Christina Aguilera is in this one. I'm like, why is this artist still relevant? Wasn't she out a long time ago? Like, why does this need work? I mean, this is about as pointless as Jessica Simpson being casted in movies. I'm like, what's the point of this? I don't understand it. And then the other one, I feel so bad because I really feel for this one, and I get choked up about this a little bit. Like, why is he in this movie? And it's Patrick Stewart as literally the shitmoji, and I'm like, either you had a really, really bad agent, or you're doing this for kids in your family or something, because oh my god, just to hear Patrick Stewart's voice coming out of the shitmoji had my heart sink 3 times. I'm like, why are you in this movie? Why are you in this movie? I could care less if a has-been like Christina Aguilera's in this movie, but why is the great Patrick Stewart in this movie? Oh, it hurts so much to see him in this. And I hope to God he's at least getting a solid paycheck from bankrupt Sony. So, there you go. And that's it. I could be wrong about this trailer, but I'm not even gonna try to because this movie looks awful. Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you all on the next trailer breakdown. Damn it, where's the aspirin?
If you like this video, then please hit that subscribe button. Due to recent changes made by YouTube, we also encourage all of our subscribers, both new and old, to please hit that bell icon next to the subscribe button as well, so you will be notified when new videos are uploaded. Be sure to check back for news and analysis of the happenings and corporate politics behind the scenes of your favorite genre movies, as well as explorations of your favorite characters and their backgrounds and context here at Midnight's Edge After Dark.